to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Julie and I do videos weekly on fashion, beauty, lifestyle and travel. Having said that, today's video is a little bit different to my usual videos. I am firstly doing it vlog style. Generally with a lot of my videos it's more kind of sit down, sit up and whatnot, but I thought I would just keep it simple and easy and do a vlog because that's how I feel about life at the moment, that I just want it to be simple and easy, but it never is. Anyways, so I wanted to come on here to explain a little bit about the title of the video. Obviously it's a little bit different, like I said, to my normal videos. Okay, I need to actually just tell you the story or the backstory. Actually, do you know what, it's not even a big story, it's just the fact that I YouTube and blogging mostly really has been part of my self-employed income that I have been doing for years, and alongside that I had a full-time job which came to an end at the beginning of this year, and then I explored another self-employed avenue, which is becoming a nail technician. So nail technician is doing your nails, nail art, acrylic nails, tip and dip nails, whatever nails stuff that you want to think of, basically a nail technician can do. So I qualified in February as an acrylic nail technician as well as a gel polish manicure technician, which I absolutely loved doing the course, and it's just like literally my dream now to just do someone's nails, because being in lockdown for so long I've not been able to do anyone's nails apart from my own. So that aside, I've been setting up, like during lockdown, been setting up my whole business and whatnot, so that's all ready to go when we are allowed to reopen. Please come and book and do your nails with me. I am home based and sometimes mobile, just thought I'd throw that in there. I will leave the links below. So yeah, getting back to my story, I actually qualified as a full-time, well, I actually qualified as a beauty therapist way back in 2005, so that's like your massages, facials, waxing and all that, which I went into when I first graduated, but then after that there was different employment opportunities that came along and I took those instead of continuing with beauty, which is weird because now when you think about it, I'm like taking a whole 360 and coming back to doing beauty, which, you know what, sometimes happens, and just life. So yeah, that's kind of explains the, oh man, I've rambled for 3 minutes straight about that. But anyway, today's video I wanted to show you how, well, put it this way, I'm going to put more nail content onto this channel. I did think of doing a separate channel for my nail stuff, but I don't know, it's hard to grow a channel, and I just feel like with my kind of platform that I have now, I'd rather just keep it like all in one, although I have different Instagram accounts and Twitter accounts for my nail stuff, but I'm just going to keep all my YouTube stuff on this one channel for now and see how it goes. But yeah, so basically, yeah, that's the kind of story and the relation to today's video. I've been taking so many online classes on how to do nail art and stuff, and I feel like I can share some of my own tips. So today's video is me doing some nail art and showing you, or anyone who sees it, how to draw and paint stars, and I'm going to do them on like little tips so you can see for yourself. I've had quite a few requests for nail videos, so yeah, I'm going to do them more on this channel. So today's one's going to be stars, and I may do a few more later on if it does well. But yeah, I thought I'd just keep it easy and simple and do a vlog style intro because I just can't bother to set up right now, and again I'm rambling for too long and I've been talking for almost 5 minutes. But yeah, I'm gonna go straight into the tutorial now. This is my nail desk here, as you can sort of see. So I'm going to put the camera like up here facing downwards, so it will show me like painting and whatnot, and I'll try and explain as easy as possible how to do it. But yeah, really hope you enjoy it and really like support my nail journey going forward on this channel and on my other kind of on my other social media platforms. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll go straight into the tutorial now. Right guys, so I hope you can like see this properly. I know my camera setup isn't that great. I don't know if I zoom in a little bit more that it's gonna start making it a little bit blurry, so I might have to just come out like that. So, oh, I just knocked the camera. So this is what I've created as a base already. So I've done a little bit of vertical ombre. If you like this and you want to know how to do this, then I can do a separate video on how to do vertical ombre, but that's what I've set as my base for now. So we are going to be drawing stars today. So I'm going to put that aside a minute, and I've got my little notepad here, just because I'm just going to draw out how I am actually going to draw the stars. So it's actually really simple. You just do it in stages. So I tend to normally do like an upside down V, so that's how I would paint it on. To start with, then I would do a line across like that, and then all I do is just join them up to create a star, which I know is very simple when you explain it. When it comes to drawing on a nail, obviously you have to be quite precise with the lines, and if you wanted like sort of like the crisp kind of clear lines, then you have to be quite gentle with when you're actually doing the outline, enough that you can just paint it in the colour that you painted it with, or if you wanted to do different things, which is what I'm going to cover today. I'm also going to do foil stars and pigment stars, and then just like two little other designs. But yeah, so that's technically just how it is with the stars. So I'll just do that again. So it's an upside down V, straight across there, and then just joining them up like that. Okay, so I'll remove that now and come back to my base on my wheel. So I've got a little palette here which I just got off eBay. It's just a little resin palette, but a lot of nail techs are actually making these now, which is pretty cool. So yeah, but I just got this for like £5 maybe, or was it £4 off eBay, and it does me well for now. So we're just going to draw a standard star for now. So I am going to use the Brush and Go by, is this white or black? This one's black. Brush and Go by Brillbird. I don't know if you can see that properly. Put the lid on just in case anything spills out, but this is what I am going to use to draw my star. It's a black gel. I also have the white, which is this one, and it is G001, and the black is G002. So yeah, so these are really pigmented and cure non-tacky, so you can literally just paint and then cure it, and then you'll be ready to go. So I'm just going to decant some of that onto my palette. So I've just put a little bit onto my palette here, and then I am going to draw on the first one. So I hope that you can actually, oh, I've got to come down this way a bit more, see it properly. You don't need a lot on your brush. I don't know, let's see if it focuses. Don't know how much you can see of that actually. You don't need a lot on the brush. I tend to, what I do normally is drag the colour in, but then I also then sort of take it off to make it a little bit thinner, just because you don't want it to bubble at the front of the brush and you don't want it to be too thick. So yeah, I hope this is going to work out, because my camera is like a little bit not playing ball today. But yeah, this is a BQAN brush. I will link everything that I use below. It is the 7mm, or was it not? No, I think it's 9mm actually, brush, and it works really well, and I think it's only like maybe £4, which is really cheap. So here we are with the base. So what I'm going to do first is, I don't know what angle is best to do it at, but I'm going to do it maybe this way. So guys, this isn't working very well, is it? So we're going to do the upside down V, like this. So that is what it's currently looking like. I'm just going to lengthen this one a little bit more. Like that, so that's what we have to start with. And then we're going to go in and do the across. Like that. At this point, depending on how you feel, you can cure first, because what you get in between these angles here is you'll get a drag when you drag through, but that's only if you want to. You don't have to. If you feel like you're okay, then you can just carry on. And then we're gonna then do the line across like that. And then depending on what angle you prefer, you can go up or you can go down. Like that, and then I've got my star. So now you can take a bit more on your brush and you can then just gently colour it in. If you are sort of sharpening the edges, make sure that you go quite light on your brush and just lift it off as you're getting towards the end, because the last thing you'd want to do is sort of make it big. Oh, just come out a shot there. At the ends, because you want it to be pretty sharp at the ends. Okay. So it's not the most perfect star, but it is pretty much a star, and I'm just gonna cure that now in the lamp for 60 seconds and then top coat it. So for the next design, we're going to do it on this pop stick, well, not pop stick, pop stick wheel, whatever you want to call these things, nail displays. I'm going to do Pigment Stars, so I'm going to use the Indigo Sugar Effect. This one is a white UV gel and it cures non-tacky, no, it cures tacky, sorry, which is why it's good for pigments. So the two pigments I'm going to use today are neon yellow and neon orange, and these were just off eBay and they were really cheap, like £2. So we need the base to cure tacky because the pigments will then stick to it better. If you have it non-tacky, it won't stick as well. So going back to my palette, I'm just going to decant some of this. So again, using the same method of drawing stars, I am just going to put some on to my brush, but I'm also going to drag some off because obviously don't want it to be too thick. So using the same sort of method of drawing the star, if I am focusing, do the upside down V. Line across and then join them up. Okay, so with that I'm just going to cure that for 30 seconds in the lamp, and then we'll use pigments. Okay, so let's cure for 30 seconds. I'm just going to bring in my pigments. So I'm going to use orange and yellow for these. It's important to actually know what colours blend together, because not all colours blend very well together. Like orange and green don't really go very well together because it makes like this browny colour, and like certain colours just don't, like blue and I think it's yellow, or is it blue and orange don't go together? Yeah, just certain colours don't go together, but orange and yellow do. I'm using one of these brushes. It's quite like a soft round brush, just to dab in the pigment. But another thing, that if you don't have those types of brush, you can use like these eyeshadow applicator things. They're quite good as well to do the pigment. So I'm just going to take some out of the lid, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gently dab it in, and then I'm just going to take some yellow and dab that into. So it almost creates like a sort of ombre effect. You don't need a lot, that's all I've done. And then what I'm going to do now is just rub it off. And then just check that it looks alright. If you want to add a bit more, you can, just to get that colour in a bit more. And then that's your pigment star, basically. Really easy. That's now like dry, but obviously you need to top coat it. But that's literally how to do pigments, and it is, like I said, really simple. So I'm going to top coat that, and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so for the next one I am going to do a foil star. I'm going to use some of this holographic gold foil here. I mean, you can get foil in any colours and whatnot, but this is just a holographic gold one, and I don't actually really like this one as much. I think the gold's too yellowy, so I'm just going to try and use them up and not waste my kind of light gold one. And then I'm also going to use Stick It, which is a foil gel. Stick It comes in a bottle version or a tub version. They're both pretty much the same, so I am going to use this one today. This is from Nail Stamping Queen, and it's really hard to get hold of generally, but I will put a link, and she will do restocks now and again. But I also heard that La Sente and Nails also have foil gel, which is really good. So I'm just going to decant some onto my palette. I started already doing it and then didn't press film on the camera, so I've just go back. As you can see, I've got a little blob here. So what I'm going to do is put a little blob there, and then I'm actually going to mix some white into it because it's clear. When you're painting it onto your nail, you can't really see it, so I prefer to mix it with a little bit of white, just so I can see what I'm painting, if that makes sense, because it's hard enough not seeing anything. So I just made the camera move, so it's always better to just mix a little bit. Anyway, it's going to be covered by foil, so you won't see it as much. So yeah, this is what it looks like at the moment. I've just mixed it with white, but I'm just going to move that aside anyway. Just so I was going to put the colour back in to show you the star. I mean, I'll probably draw just one more star, and then I'll probably cut to not showing you the stars anymore. I mean, I think you kind of sort of get the gist of how to draw it. Focus. Why is it not focusing? I need to come back a bit. Okay, that's a bit better. Yes, I'll probably draw this one as my last star on camera, and then the rest I might just... Actually, I do need to draw the next design I actually need to show, so okay. Ignore what I just said. Anyway, let's get on with drawing the star. I just knocked it again. I'm really sorry to keep knocking the camera. It's just because it's like right next to me. This is actually, I've drawn it quite thick, so we don't really have to colour in a lot. I've done it so thick. So that's kind of what I've just done. I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to press on the foil. So that's cured for 30 seconds, and then now we're gonna press our foil on. So you always make sure that there is a silver side on one side and the gold side on the other side, or whatever colour you're using. But make sure that when you are pressing it into the foil gel that you're pressing it down the silver side. So what you've got to do is, can you see that? Yeah, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to literally gently press that over and then pull away, and then just fill out any bits that need it. So there's your foil gel. I'm a little bit too thick on this side, so I might actually just go in with some acetone to sharpen up the edges, but that is pretty much the technique. Once you've drawn it, then you'll know where you're going. So I'm just gonna get some acetone and just sort of gently make it a bit more neater, not so thick, but you sort of get the gist of showing the star and everything. So I think I'm just going to leave it like that. So for the next one, I am going to do like big stars, like, so you know when you sort of see them off of the corners of stuff. So I'm just going to do a couple of random big stars on this one, and for this one I'm just going to do tiny stars. So just two different ones to finish off with. I'm going to bring our palette back and use the white. So generally with these ones you don't have to be too, shall I say, I suppose you can be a tiny bit more kind of adventurous with it. So I would probably draw one like that. Oh, I just realised I'm not focused and not in shot. So I just wanted to show you what I've done so far. So I've just done the upside down V again, and what I am going to do, drag it down a bit more and then put it out this way. And then do the same here. And then when you think of obviously how you want to do your star, like how it generally is, I might want to do a little one like that, and then drag that so you've got your outline of the star. And then maybe we'll do one this way. So then this time do an actual V, because it's going to be upside down. Just run out a bit of product there. And then go across that way. Oh, and then cross. I'm going to have to turn this around this way. This kind of looks really messy at the moment, but we'll fix it. And then perhaps draw like, you know what I mean, like you just kind of just make it how you want to make it look. I'll just do that little one up here, just so it kind of resembles more of a star than just a bit of a blob. Okay, so that is now sort of done. I still need to colour that in a little bit more. It's a little bit patchy, and I tried to fix this one up here a little bit more, just thinning it out. But that's the gist of the larger stars. So on the smaller, on the next one, I'm going to do small stars with a little bit of glitter in the middle of them, just to make it like twinkle a little bit. I don't know if I'm even again in focused, but with small stars. The principle again is the same, but just don't have a lot of product on your brush. So you can do them all around. You just have to do little small ones the same way that you would draw your big stars, although that one just looks like, oh, I messed that one up. Okay, give me a moment, I'm just going to wipe this off. Just pretend you didn't see that. That was just with acetone, by the way, and now that's just made it all dark, but that shall be fine. It's actually really hard to draw with this camera around. I'm like hooked around the camera, like the camera is like, as you, well, it's right here above, and I have to like hook my arms around, so I keep knocking it, which is a bit of a pain, but let's get my head in and draw. So these, and then can you even see that? Oh, I don't even know if you even saw the whole thing. It looks like a bit of a mess, but we'll try and fix that. We'll just do another one. Sort of slightly better. Okay, so these are my small stars, and then what I am going to do in the middle of them is I've just decanted a little bit of like gold, oh my brush split, gold gel polish, like glitter gel polish, and I'm just going to dab it in to the middle of each star. Like that. Was I blurry the whole time? Oh, I keep doing this, don't I? But I don't know if that's a bit more focused now. So you can see the little bit of glitter in the middle. Just gonna add a little bit more to this one, and then that is pretty much it. I'm gonna cure that and then top coat, and that will be the end. Okay, so there we have it. These are all the star designs. So you've got your standard star, your pigment star, your foil stars, your larger stars, and your tiny stars with a bit of glitter. Really hope you enjoyed that and you found it easy and useful to follow. If you'd like me to film any more other now videos, then do let me know and I will film those in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed it. Please give the video a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. If you're already subscribed, then I will see you again soon in my next video. Bye guys, bye.
You have to be your biggest fan, and when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that, because you don't know who